Hello, good afternoon. How to say no? We have an interesting backdrop today of Harvard University, and it is picture in picture. I mean, you can see me also, a stationary, a static self. Tony Blair, the ex-Prime Minister of Great Britain, had once said that leadership is the art of saying no, not yes. The more no you can say, the better leader you will be. Now, how do we say no? Best is to be direct, not to fake, not to have any pretense. You can say no with a small reason sometimes, but do not mix it up and make it like a sweet and sour dish. I want to reduce the head count, but I am thinking whether it may be better to raise productivity or not, to go for automation. So if there are ifs and buts in your decision to say no, then the people around you, knowing your weakness, will manipulate to prevent you from saying no. So saying no requires a degree of firmness, which has to be cultivated by starting with small instances. Like if a person comes to you for leave, say no, unless it's an emergency. And you very well know that his presence is required for completing the work. Similarly, if there is a request for going out for some half-day work or for coming late, then again say no, no reason or discussion to be done. The moment you leave some gap, then immediately the person requesting or wanting you to say yes will be able to manage his way. For example, coming late to office or to plant. The earlier, and even sometimes, even in existing organizations, they are not able to say no to coming late. So they add some ifs and buts. You can come 10 minutes late 3 times a month. The moment such a rule is made, people ensure that they come late by 10 minutes for 3 times a month because they think it is their right. Or if you make a rule that coming late till a limit of 10 minutes is fine, then everyone will be late by 10 minutes. But instead of that, if you say no to coming late and then automate the process through a biometric attendance system. And if a person is late even by a fraction of a second, either his wage or salary is deducted or his leave is adjusted. It is non-discretionary. It is a zero tolerance item. So like that, if you show certain firmness, then saying no becomes effective. Sometimes you may buy time. So if you have to say no, you may say, okay, I will think it over. You have said no, but then on his repeated entreaties, he said, I will look it over. I need some time to think. I need to talk to my superiors or to my board. Or if it is a personal matter, I need to talk to my wife or my husband. And finally, after doing that, with that time, and it's some kind of a small process, you say no. So he feels, yes, you have done some thinking and then arrived at that decision. It was not just a no without going through any thinking. If a person comes for an interview and you don't want to recruit him, you can say no, we are not considering you. Or as many people do, we will revert back to you. We will revert back to you is a pleasant way of saying no to the job. You can also say no like a conditional no. So the conditional no means that the project is good, the supplier is good, we can consider it provided the payback period is 1 year, provided the IRR is 30%. So with some conditions, you soften the blow coming from your direct no to a project or a request for buying a new equipment of a certain purchases which you feel are not necessary and will be a waste of money. So when you develop this art of saying no, you're saying no to one thing, but you're opening up a host of other opportunities. Because when you say no, you're forcing the other person and you're also forcing yourself to think of better ways. Otherwise, saying yes is the easiest, it is the path of least resistance. So a person comes up with a proposal and you say yes, and you sign it and approve it, and the item or the equipment is purchased. But if you say no, but a conditional no, you get me 6 more proposals. One of which could be, why buy the equipment? Another could be, why not recondition the existing equipment? Why not maintain or put in better condition or refurbish the existing equipment? Why not automate instead of buying the same equipment new? If at all we are buying, why not buy an automated equipment? Why not buy the equipment from China? Or why not buy from another Indian supplier? Like this, if you keep on questioning, rather than accepting straight away with a yes, then this no of yours, this conditional no of yours, may open up opportunities, doors of improvement, and lead you to a solution which is much better than what you would have found by saying yes at the first instance. So thank you. Develop the skill of saying no. It will help you a lot. And we meet again tomorrow with another thought, another observation, or another nugget of learning packed with real life experience. Thank you, and bye for now.